Turner wasn't sure if his clanging brain could make sense of the sheriff's words. He shook his head. You stick to your own kind. Better for you and your folks. Go on home. Turner stood again, trying to straighten his knees. His brain was still clanging, but the ground was steadying. He could see more of the sheriff's outline now. He could see his face. And Turner was filled with a stony, granite rage. Boy, you watch yourself. The sheriff backed up a step and leveled the shotgun from his shoulder. Turner could almost see him against the moonlight thrown up in the snow. He could see sudden fear. He could smell it. Lizzie was in Mr. Easton's house, Turner said. Maybe so, but she isn't there now. You're not understanding, boy. They're all crazy over there. They're not even right in the head most of the time. Lizzie was in that house, Turner repeated. Did you blow a shotgun above her, too? As a matter of fact, I didn't need to. She just got up and went along quiet like she was supposed to. Went where? Where all the crazies go. Down to Pownell. Turner leaped at him, screaming something out of his still clanging brain. The sheriff backed away, tripped, and went down, and when the butt of the shotgun hit the ground, the other barrel exploded, its white-hot roar glazing the snow around them. But Turner did not even pause, not for a second. He was on top of the sheriff, pounding at anything he could pound at, leaping back when the sheriff brushed him off, battling like Aeneas, knowing that the battle he fought was a hopeless one, and crying at the hopelessness. He wasn't ready to stop when his father first shined his lantern on him and pulled him away from the sputtering sheriff. But he did. Because he saw his father grab the sheriff by his coat, heft him to his feet, shake him, and toss him back on the ground. Then he reached down and picked up the still smoking shotgun, turned toward the sea, and flung it spinning over the water, the circle of it shining in the moonlight as it flew over the ledges, over the new meadows, Lord, maybe over Malaga Island itself, and on until the moon set and the night sky darkened once more. Turner went to stand beside his father of the flinging arm, his father of the heaving chest. They've taken her away, he said. They've taken who away? Lizzie, and the Eastons with her. His father looked at the sheriff. Phippsburg has to look after its own, the sheriff said, standing up. Everyone around here has known for years that Jake Easton is crazy as a loon, him and his whole lot. Sooner or later, they would have all gone to Pownell anyway. We did tonight what we should have done long ago. What you did tonight, you didn't do for the sake of the town. You did it for yourselves. We are the town. Everyone around here seems to understand that, except for you. You come here and act like you're still in Boston. But you're not. You're here. And in this town, we don't need someone from outside to tell us which way is up. Which way is up? By God, Sheriff, you're getting way ahead of yourself. A man who would send a little girl off to an insane asylum just so he could grab her land, he doesn't even know which way is down. This way, said the sheriff, and he grabbed Turner by the coat as Turner's father had grabbed him, half lifted him, and threw him back behind him, not even watching to see where he fell. By the time Turner had spun around and looked up, his father, and the sheriff were gripping each other's arms and pushing back and forth, sliding and stumbling and tripping over rocks. By the time Turner had gotten to his knees, they had shoved each other close to the edge of the granite. And by the time Turner stood, the sheriff had suddenly let go and backed away as his father's arms windmilled in the moonlit air, and he was over the ledge. The last thing Turner saw was his father's moonlit eyes.